Part 1 of Shop My Stash is available now. I didn't plan on splitting it into 2 parts, so I didn't know that there would be 2 different videos, so I do apologize that I didn't specify that in this video, but just wanted to let you know it's available to watch, so check it out before you watch this one. So as you can tell, I've had to expand my collection just a tad, just a lot. The reason being, it's just, I have too much, and I know this, but at the same time, like, it's my hobby. It's what I like to do. So, I have more room on my desk now. I like that. I've already said that, but I like that, and it's nice to go through, my collection because I get to see things I've not used in a while, and it reminds me of why I like them and why, you know, I'm like, oh, why have I not used this, you know? So, I'm excited to go back and use them and love them all over again. So what I want to do is use some of those products. So I didn't go with it when I was going through the video. I didn't say, okay, this is what I'm going to use today, because I kind of wanted this to be a little bit of a surprise for you. That way you knew, you know, it's going to be a little different. Now, I know I've not used this in a while because this was at the bottom of my drawer when I was looking through all that. So this is the Maybelline Baby Skin. This is the Instant Pore Eraser. This is a good dupe for the Benefit Professional. It's the same consistency. It's not the same color. It's the same consistency. It's a clear color. But it's a really good dupe for that. And I even think it's a good dupe for a lot of good pore filling primers, because there's a lot that's out there now. But this, I like a lot. So I'm going to just kind of put it where I need to fill pores in, right through here. It does feel very silicone-y. Some people don't like that feeling. I don't mind it. And I do like to kind of press it into the pores when I'm putting it on my face. And I don't like to use too much of it. I actually did use too much of it today. I can tell already that I've used too much. Just because I feel like it's slipping and sliding around my face a little bit. But it could just be on my fingers too. So I used to love this. This used to be my go-to, and it still is. I'm not saying that it's not. It's just been a while because I've cycled through so many other foundations that I have. So I'm going to use this today. The NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. I'm in the shade Nude. So I'm going to use my Juno & Co sponge. I love this sponge so much, and I'm going to, I usually squirt this on my face, but where I hadn't used it in a while, I was kind of afraid to. I was afraid it was going to go everywhere. So I'm just going to dot this around my face. I know I usually start with the eyes first, but I thought I might switch it up a little today. I don't know if I've ever used this on camera, but this is one of the Fenty Beauty matchsticks, and it's the linen. I've already shown it to you. I don't know why I'm trying to tell you what it is, but I wanted to try this out for concealer today. I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've used this at all since I purchased it. Very emollient. I'm going to add just a tiny bit more. I don't have a whole lot of like old powders that I've not used in a while, so I'm going to use this one. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, the translucent. It does have some color to it. My eyelids are creased. Do you guys see how that lifted up the foundation here? I don't know why that did. I don't know if it was like the concealer or what. I'm gonna try to fix it. I'm probably gonna make a mess. That was not a good idea. So I messed up my first foundation application. It was totally my fault. It wasn't the products, but I decided just to start over with everything new. I did my Fenty Soft Silk Pro Filter primer. This is good stuff. I've worn this and the Fenty Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation. I've worn both of these, even though they're both hydrating products, to work for a full 8-hour day, and they have looked so good at the end of the day. So just letting you know, even though I'm oily, I can still do this. I use the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I use the shade Fair. And then for setting powder, I showed you this, but I'll go ahead and tell you again. I use the Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. So that's as far as I've gotten. I've not done anything else. I just wanted to speed up and speed through that. Sorry, guys. My fault completely. I do, just to kind of give a little bit of light and bright to the center of the face, I want to take my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter and just kind of smooth through the center of the face. I like to do that for just a little bit more smoothing and a little bit more coverage even, because my chin, I have a lot, it likes to rub off, and on my nose too. So I just like to do that for just an extra added layer of coverage. So let's move on to bronzer. I have not pulled this out in a while. This is the Revlon Skin Lights bronzer. I used to be obsessed with this. This is the Tuesday after Easter. So I was doing my makeup Sunday in a hurry for church. And we took a family photo. I realized in that photo I looked like I had a beard because I didn't blend my bronzer. It's just a big white streak around through there. I felt really dumb. Looks blended today though, so that's a good thing. I haven't used this in a while, so I'd like to use it. This is the Lychee Face Duo from e.l.f. My hands don't want to work today. I'm not feeling my best. My body aches, and it's just part of flipping a car 3 times that I get to, you know, have this for the rest of my life, which it could have been much worse. I'm not complaining, but it just really, it's hard sometimes to move. Of course, I'm no spring chicken anymore either. Do you see the difference? Just how pretty that is? I love it. And I don't put blush on my apples on my cheeks. I feel like that makes them look just bigger and like that. I would rather do like this, like just like how I do my bronzer. Then I'm going to take the white peach and use this highlight. So I went ahead and did my brows, and I know they're dark. I'm looking at myself and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that they were so dark. Oh wow, okay. So I used my NYX Lift and Snatch, which is my norm. And then I used my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This was in medium brown. And then I used my Believe Beauty brow gel, and this was in dark brown. I'm going to take some of my Mary Kay brow tint in dark blonde and try to lighten those up a bit. They're still a bit aggressive, so we're just going to have to go with it. I seriously didn't realize how aggressive they were. Okay, so for eyeshadow, throwback, this is kind of a newer palette to me. However, the dupe for it I wore completely out. So this is the Sultry Abh palette, and this is not a new palette by any stretch of the imagination, but I just want you to look at how beautiful this palette is. So gorgeous. Love it. I had the dupe from C Color because they didn't sell this for the longest time, so I didn't think I would ever be able to get my hands on it. And then when they brought it back for the holiday 2020, I'm so excited to be able to get my hands on it. So I'm going to take the shade Fresh right here, and I'm just going to put that all over my lid. I've already put down concealer as a base, so I don't need a eyeshadow primer today. It doesn't make a huge difference, but it just gives me a nice starting point. Okay, I'm going to start out with this shade here called Dystopian. I'm just taking a little bit on my brush here, and I am going to just kind of start building it up in this outer corner here. Then I'm going to take this shade here called Birch. Start working it into that one. I'm not taking it in completely to the inner corner though. I'm going to take the brush that comes in the palette, and I'm just going to blend, do it with the blending side, had it upside down, around these edges here. Okay, I didn't have any extra product on that one. I'm just going back with this brush that I blended that first shade with, and I'm just going to kind of blend those edges. They're kind of blended already, but I'm going to blend just a little bit more, and it's that fresh shade on my brush. I was having issues with that middle shade, so I ended up just using a shimmer in the middle. I used Rose Quartz, which is like probably one of my favorite shades in the palette, and then in the center, in the inner corner, I used Pearl. So I faded from that deepest shade to Rose Quartz to Pearl. So that's what I did on the eyes today. For underneath, I'm going to take a little bit of that deep brown and just put it on the edge, this outer corner, just to join the two. I mean, literally on that outer edge. And I normally wouldn't do this, but I think I'm going to anyway. I'm going to take the rose quartz and put it along the rest of it. I use this all the time, but not on camera, so I'll do it today. This is the Victoria Beckham Satin Cajal Liner. I love this. It is the creamiest eyeliner I've ever used in my life. I've not used this in a very long time. This is the Kvd Tattoo Liner in Trooper. Let's see if I can mess it up. I'm having such a wonderful day. As I was using this, I remembered why I don't. I just don't like it. It's very tuggy at your lid, and I just don't like that. So that's my 2 cents. Let's use this. It's been a little bit. I don't think I've used it since the video, maybe. I don't remember. I honestly don't. So let's try the Wet n Wild Big Papa. So I'm going to use my NYX liner, and it's the Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Sandstorm. I remember now why I don't grab this often. It was so hard to apply. Like, it didn't glide on easy like some of my lip liners do. It was just harder. So that's probably why I don't grab for it all that often. I'm gonna try this. I'm tempted. I don't know. I also pulled this one out. The Milani Keep It Full. I love this. It's so good. Which one am I gonna use? Let's do the Morphe one. That's what I had intentions of. So let's do Morphe. It's in the shade Pop. I think that's pretty. I like the gloss too. It doesn't feel sticky at all. That's what I like about it. And then I'm gonna take this Maven Beauty Rose Water Setting Spray. Took me a while to get here. Seems like that's the story of my life these days. But we're here. We made it. That's the important part, right? We're here. I like how everything turned out. I love how healthy my skin looks. I really, really do. This is the reason right here. These are so good. So good. And I think that if you are oily and you've been afraid to try it because you're afraid of hydrating products, give it a try and just see. If you can, if you want to. It's just, I'm not saying you have to go buy it or anything like that, but if that's the one thing that's held you back from trying either one of these, then absolutely, then don't let that hold you back any longer. I think that they are great products, and I think you should. So I'm not going to go through everything. I like it. It's in my collection. I've kept it. There's a reason I've kept it. But I love it all. I almost had a fail there in the beginning. I still love this foundation. It's still so good. I don't think that it was any one product that I used in the beginning. It was user error. I was just having one of those days. So, but I just love, my skin looks so healthy. I still kind of have a glow about me. It's not like a shiny greasy glow. It's just like a healthy glow, and that's what I like. It's shocking that I like it, because I used to be matte all the time, but this kind of stuff is growing on me, guys. It's growing on me. I almost forgot to highlight brow bone and inner corner, a theme of my life. I'm using the same one I used on my face, but I'm happy with how everything turned out. I think that I love it all. It's all in my collection for a reason. I just need to cycle through things a little bit better. And I'm hoping my new organization is going to kind of help me to do that. It's going to kind of help me to cycle, to use things. If I'm able to access, gain access to it, I'm going to be able to use it and utilize it. You know what I mean? That's the hope. So that was my whole goal in trying to organize everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that it was a little entertaining. I had a request to do it, so I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it still. One of the things holding me back is my mom has been staying with me on and off. She doesn't stay here all the time, but she has been here quite a bit, and then this is her room when she is here, so I didn't want to, invade her privacy, what little she gets when she's here. So that's one of the reasons. If and when I do get to do a video when she's staying with us, I don't want to, to do that. So that was what held me up in doing all this. And sorry guys, I had a moment. It's been a little bit of a tough time lately. This past Sunday was Easter, and it was just really hard. First major holiday, and I don't want to make it anything like about me. I had a little bit of a moment there, so sorry about that. But yeah, so I'm gonna take care of my mom first and foremost, and I promise, do as much as I possibly can to play makeup, because it helps me to keep my sanity. So I will definitely be continuing. I just don't know how quickly my videos will be coming, so I'm going to try to keep as consistent as possible, but that could change a little, so my great uncle passed away this past weekend too. I wasn't super close to him, but I mean, he's still family, and that's just, it's hard, to lose someone, and being so close to when we lost my dad too, it's hard. So I just feel for those closest to him, because I know what they're going through. I know the pain, and that just breaks my heart for them. It does. So it's been a rough few days. So anyway, I'm glad that I could sit and play with makeup. That made me feel a little bit better, just to kind of check out, take my mind off things, and enjoy some makeup. So people might think I'm crazy for doing that. Like, why are you doing that when all this other stuff's going on? But to me, it's just like, it's healing. So maybe I am crazy, but it helps me. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate you so very much. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I already said that, didn't I? And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.